Hey Ghost, it's Manny. While I would not define Breakpoint as a true looter shooter, it still has some similarities to one. So in this video, I'll show you the best way to grind for 252 gear, and also what attributes you should be looking for on the gear. This will help you get ready for the raid when it comes out. You could simply get a 252 piece in every slot, but where is the fun in that? The real fun comes from getting the best in slot pieces. So before we start grinding for gear, we need to know what kind of gear we're looking for. Let's take a look at attributes that are available to us. Now, Breakpoint is not a true looter shooter, so the attributes are very limited. This makes grinding much easier than other games like The Division. But like all looter shooters, Breakpoint comes in 5 different gear and weapon quality types. We obviously prefer high end, which are the yellow gear, over purple and blues because stat values are much higher. You're not at level 30. You're not going to see any greens or grays, so don't worry about that. So now you're going to have to make decisions on high gear values versus high attribute values at some point. For example, say you have a 252 purple with a set of attribute versus a yellow 250 with the same attributes. The purple's a high gear score, but the yellow will have higher attribute values. Decisions. As for attributes, I'm focusing on ones that will contribute to DPS in some sort of way. In my experience, it's always better to kill enemies quicker than trying to stack defensive attributes and last longer. Dead enemies cannot shoot you and therefore cannot do damage to you. Let's first look at our weapons. I'm currently using a sniper rifle and an assault rifle. Both weapons have damage to drones, and as you can see, the yellow has 12%, whereas the purple only has 6%. I believe this is going to be huge for the raid because I'm willing to bet there's going to be some sort of behemoth in the raid. I would say damage to drones is the #1 stat for weapons, followed with reload speed. For snipers and DMRs, I'd go with accuracy. And then for assault rifles and like SMGs, you can also do handling because that will help reduce recoil. Now for pistol, I like one half dozen the other, whichever one you want to use. I would make sure you use one that actually can equip a silencer. The Deagle's cool and all, and it does lots of damage, but it's loud, so you can't ever go silent with it. Now, it's also a good idea to keep, like if you have assault rifles, keep multiple types, because this assault rifle, the 805, uses 7.62 ammo. Now, if I run out of 7.62 ammo, this weapon is useless. But if I also have another assault rifle, say the 416, that is 5.56, I can swap over to this, and I still have ammo. So it's a good idea to have assault rifles with multiple types of ammo. Don't just get rid of all of them and only have, don't have like 3 assault rifles that use 7.62. You know, make sure you have another one with 5.56 to offset it. I don't know how the raid's going to be. Is ammo going to be easy to get? As it is now, I have to grind ammo once in a while, so I try to keep multiple types. Now onto the gear. For the headwear, I'm looking at explosive damage. And since we get 2 stats on all gear above green, might as well, I think stam regen is the only other one that's worthwhile right now. I'm still looking for it. I'd love to get a 252 yellow with those 2 stats on it, and I'm still looking. So now gloves. Gloves, this is actually a pretty good pair, but it's not a 252. We want to go explosive damage and either handling or reload speed. Both can contribute to DPS in some way or form or another. Now vests, I'm going to go with explosive damage and max ammo. I have 252 there. This is injury resistance. So here's a case where like I can go for yellows, but drone evasion and injury resistance is not that great. I'm going to stick with my max ammo right now with the 252 gear. So pants are the same as vest. We want to get explosive damage and max ammo. It also could get movement speed, would be okay as well. And then boots. There's not a lot of DPS stuff for boots. So no DPS modifiers, they're damage modifiers. So we'll look for movement speed and probably stam regen, which will help for movement, which can help with damage indirectly. I don't bother saving any 250 gear that isn't at least yellow. Everything that's, if it's a 251 or 252, I look at it and determine if I want to keep it for if it's a purple or a blue. But for the most part, I only keep yellow 250s because as you can see, explosive damage is 8%, whereas a purple explosive damage is only 4%. So, for example, if I had a 252 purple set of gloves right here. This is a pretty good set of gloves. If it was 252, it would be almost perfect. If I had a 252 purple here, and it had 4% explosive damage, and was it like 2% or 2.5% reload speed? I don't know quite what it is. I'd have to look it up. But you'd have to make the decision, like, you want that extra 2? I mean, I'm already at 251 gear score, so going to a 252 purple and reducing my explosive damage by 4% might not be that great. Now, you're thinking, explosive damage. Why explosive damage? Well, grenade launcher, right? So that's one of the things, too. I like ASI that has underbarrel grenade launcher. You can also, so this, I think, is going to help a lot with the drones. So that's my thoughts. That's what I'm going to go with. I like sniper rifles. I like the heavy damage versus. DMRs are nice, too. I do have a couple of them, but typically I don't have the greatest aim in the world, so body shots with a sniper rifle will kill instantly. It also really, when you crit and you hit with this thing, it does a ton of damage to the drone. So this is the gear I'm going with, and those are the stats that I'm stacking. So right now there's only one way to get 252 gear, and that's by doing elite faction missions and killing the NPCs there that are level 255. So there are 2 elite faction missions available every day. One is from Mad Schultz in Erewhon, and the other one is from Harui Ito in South Cape Station. The first part of both elite faction missions will be to discover the location of the actual mission. You'll have to enter camp and either interface with a computer, a Skeltech employee, or a Sentinel troop. Most of the times, you don't even have to clear the camp, so you can break out your drone and find out where the information is. The information can usually be found near the exterior of the camp, so you can stealth in, get the information quickly. There are no elite enemy NPCs in these camps, so you don't want to waste time here. Once you obtain the information, you'll be given a new location to go to. This is the actual camp where the elite NPCs are. So get in, get out quickly.
Sounds good. I'll come.
Talk to me.
You know everything. Don't kill me.
Now, I'm not going to go over how to take down an elite faction mission base. I've done that in the past. I have another video. I'll link it in the description below on how to do that. But I will give you one piece of advice. If you don't want to watch that, Sync Shot Drone is going to be your friend. Take out the radio operator. Now, what you do want to do is kill all enemies in this base. Don't just complete the mission. You want to kill everyone because they have the chance to drop the 252 gear. And this is what we're here for, is to grind this gear. So NPCs are the only way to get the 252 gear. If you open up gear caches in the base, it only drops 250 gear. And here you see us picking up 252 gear, which is a nice M82. A very important part of this whole process is actually completing the mission, and I'll explain why in a minute or so. So make sure you complete the mission. Now open up your objectives board and reset the mission you just completed, because we're going to redo it. Now head back on over to Mads and restart the mission. Rinse and repeat. Do the same exact thing all over again. That was pretty quick. Especially, don't forget to replenish your Sync Shot drone. Alright, with this part, I wanted to show you guys why it's important to complete the mission. So as you can see right now, everyone is level 255s. So I restarted the mission. I got the first, checkpoint. Now I'm at the elite base. So they're all 255s. I'm gonna pull out a pistol, run down there, and just start shooting as many guys as I can until they kill me. So I did actually pretty good as far as I was running around for a while. It was a good minute or so before they got me. Now I'm a medic, so I could revive, but I'm gonna just give up at that point. Alright, so I've respawned in since I died. Now we're going to pull out the drone, and we're going to see what's inside the camp. 250s. So what happens is, if you die, or if you restart from last checkpoint, and you come back to the elite base, it will be 250s. This is Ubisoft has got this so you can't cheese it this way. You have to complete the mission in order to grind. As always, I really hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you get ready for the raid. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. We also have a growing Discord community where you'll be able to squad up with other ghosts and trade tips and tricks. This will also be a great resource when the raid comes out to find other people to run with. The link is in the description below. If you'd like to see more content like this, then please smash that subscribe button and also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Maniocrity, where I stream Friday, Saturday, and Sundays starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, ghosts, take it easy.